Well, hello everyone. Welcome in. Welcome in. So happy to have you all here. Happy Sunday evening. I hope everyone had a amazing weekend and hope you did some fun stuff, play some good games and everything. I'd like to welcome you into pretty much a brand new world here, and you could see something a little out of the normal, and I wish I could take credit for building this, but I can't. I had canceled the stream on Friday because I was actually recording the very first episode of a new series on the channel involving the MineColonies mod pack, which is now live on my YouTube channel. I haven't done a lot with my YouTube channel. I've been using it mostly for VODs of streams that we've been doing on the nerd server and my other survival server. Well, not server, I should say survival world. And I wanted to do this for a little while because I've had some interest in this mod pack. I haven't done a lot with it. I've played a little bit. But if you don't know what MineColonies, it's been around for a while, and it essentially allows you to build your own town and kind of run it, manage it in Java Minecraft. You will need to install the Forge profile, which I do have links to all of it in the video, which is live over on my YouTube channel. If you head on over there, or if you do !MineColonies, I'll have more information over there. So I'm really excited for this. Outside of Minecraft, I really do enjoy playing city builders, and this one, I felt this would be like a really cool crossover, getting to play a new kind of like a city builder almost. So I'm excited to see where this goes. I mean, we'll see where it goes. If how hard this is. It can be a little finicky, I will say. I think this is an older pack, but it is 1.18 compatible, and I'm actually playing on 1.18.1 right now, so it works, and it works okay. It's just it could be a little about placing things. Like in the video, it took a few tries. We initially tried on the coast over here to place the ship, which the ship is essential to get started. But, we had tried over here, and the giant kelp plants had kind of gotten in the way there, so there needs to be, like, absolutely nothing underneath it. So, and another thing about this pack, too, is that you cannot use any shaders at all. It will not let you place things. It gets very... I mean, I think you can run it. It's just that you can't place any buildings. It gets kind of weird about that. So... yeah, right now we are using some texture packs. It's the same one that I use when I stream my other, on the nerd server, my other series. And then in the sky, we're doing the same thing. It's just that there's no dynamic lighting right now. Which unfortunately, I think it would look great. I mean, I've played around with another map that had mountains on each side, and I was like, oh, this is great, but... There's not a lot of room, but I'm like, oh, this will look really cool, but then I couldn't get the shaders to work on it, so unfortunately, I kind of moved over. But we have a new area over here, which is great. Something that you really need to do with this pack is have a lot of flat land, which, 1.18 makes a lot more challenging there. And, I had scouted this location out in the first episode here and kind of got the ship set up, and yeah, we got our little podium here, which is essential to start it, but we're not going to do anything with it just yet because I don't want people will start to just show up once you start your colony. And that... Hi, Buster. Yes, this is currently a single player world. I think it can be multiplayer, but where you can actually have... So if you're looking to set one up, you actually can set one up with other people. I think it would have to be a Forge server, though, not a paper server. So the other server I have is a paper server. This one's a Forge server, which my understanding is Forge is a little bit better for smaller groups and whatnot there. So at least at this point, I don't have any plans to make a MineColonies server right now anyways there. But what I was hoping to do today was because I started filling this out a little bit over here on my own, and you can see that this is obviously a very big spawning area for mobs and whatnot, and he should start on fire any second. And I haven't actually done a lot of individual, mining or any of the sort yet. I've been just kind of terraforming and scouting out the location because I essentially recorded the episode, and then I started digging out a little bit here because I want to make this whole area flat, at least up here. And our town hall is going to be over here, so we're also going to have to at least kind of bring this out because the town hall building is pretty large there. So what I figured today, we would keep doing some terraforming because I do need to get that done before I can record the second episode, because I do want to start the colony in the second episode. But the video is over on YouTube, and I do have the links to set everything up. I don't know if it would be helpful for me to do a video on installing it. There are a few different mods that need to be installed, and all the links I have put up are safe. I've installed them myself on here, and they come from CurseForge, which is kind of the website that you can get a lot of Forge mods, mods on there. So this is a little bit different. You know, I have some other mods installed that, you know, kind of change Minecraft a little bit. One of them, you could see that circle on the top right there, which is nice. It's like a little mini map of the area, so you can kind of see where you're going. Oh, okay. Which is nice. And then, you know, I have a few other mods installed, including a car mod, which I think will be pretty cool. Is it just MineColonies? So what I have on, well, okay, so there are MineColonies, and then I think there's 4 other mods. I have them listed out. Actually, I'll back out really quick and I'll show. So the 4, so you can see here it says mods instead, but yeah, so obviously Minecraft, and then this one, Domum Ornamentum, I hope I said that right, Structurize, and then you'll need Forge, Multi-Piston, or is that it? And MineColonies, that's obviously MineColonies. Okay, so those are the couple. These other ones that I have installed, like Journey Map and Just Enough Items and the Ultimate Car mod, Serene Seasons, and that these are just extras. They're not required to actually make it go. But the few, like I said, obviously Minecraft, Structure, Domum Ornamentum, Structurize, Forge, and Multi-Piston and MineColonies, those are required ones. So there are a few things to make this actually go. And as I mentioned, it can be a little finicky, and the reason I say that is because it's this has been out for a while. I actually just got it. I actually just found this a couple weeks ago, and I've been kind of messing around with it on and off in a separate world just to kind of get the hang of it. And they actually have a guide online as well, which is a great resource to get some more basic information. The developers of this mod do have like a guide and suggestions for how to get started, and then, you know, I'll have the Let's Play series going, so I'll try to throw some information out where I can from where I'm learning in that. But I haven't gone super far with this. I'll actually be kind of learning as we go along here as well. And I also put the seed down for this world. This specific area, you have to do a little bit of travel from the initial point. You have to head, I think it's west. I think you need to head. He keeps getting in my way. And that, but it's pretty cool because it has, you know, at least a fairly big ocean, what appears to be an ocean biome there, and then we do have some flat land, even though I think, like, I'm gonna have to take this down. So this entire week we will not just be streaming this. I think you know, tomorrow we'll be going back over to the nerd server to do some more work on there, Monday and Wednesday. And then I had recorded the video. I think Fridays usually work kind of well for me. So I'll probably record the second video, so I'll have to do some work, probably off camera, because I do need to get this flattened out a little bit more so we have enough area to build. Because again, the town hall, and you'll see in the next video, but the town hall is actually kind of big, so we'll have to fill, and that's why I've been kind of filling that area in. And also because that is ripe for spawning mods. And in fact, what I should be doing is There is coal back the other way, and I may run back and get it so we can make some torches. Kind of light that up down there, because that's been spawning at least a lot of zombies. Luckily, no creepers. Yeah, but it's a very cool mob. So, you know, if you enjoy city builders or that, it's very different, very unique. I haven't seen anyone do it on 1.18 yet. And that a lot of the ones I've seen have been older series and that, so I figured this would be kind of cool. I was a little worried when I saw that it's a little bit of an older pack, but it looks like they have updated it so it can run on 1.18. But it's really cool. Like I said, they have a lot of pre-made buildings, and the citizens will do a lot of the work for you, but you have to gather the resources and whatnot for them. So you're kind of like the mayor, but then you're also like, you know, running around doing like all the work too. Okay. Okay, sorry about that. Just had to send a quick text. Alright. So yeah, so where do we stand? Okay, we have a bunch of room still. So we've been in the world like a few days here. So again, I haven't done much myself with well, my own stuff, because I found this area, and then, you know, I started farming a little bit. And, you know, started clearing some land. The other thing I can say, and I'm hoping to record the episode this week now, you know, the other thing I would highly recommend too, in advance of starting your colony, because at this point, you know, like if I go over here and click, you know, start colony on here, people will start showing up here. So you'll start off with about 4 people will show up to your colony. And then the interesting thing is, after you get 7 citizens, there is like a pirate or like a raid type thing, like raiders that will come in and attack your colony. And, you know, it's cool because this does have the ability to have like a defense mechanism, which I think is very cool, where you can actually have your citizens like as soldiers. And, you know, they will fight the raiders and then essentially protect your civilization. However, everything takes, you know, it's not one of those things that, like, I can just plop down these buildings and that, like, we have to gather all of the resources. So, right now I'm terraforming, but I'm also going to have to cut down a lot of wood, and I'm actually probably going to have to go mining as well. Because we're gonna need to get a lot of resources, because the town hall takes a lot. But interesting enough, you know, while we, you know, as a sneak peek, I guess, like while we start the town hall, you know, that's in order to actually get the citizens to show up. The first thing we build is actually not going to be the town hall. The first thing that we're going to build is actually called the builder. And the builder is the one that is essentially like, you know, the person that will be doing all of the building for our colony and that, but they're going to require resources, and we're going to have to bring them. And the buildings, especially, you know, for the area, because we're probably going to use a mixture of stone and wood in our designs. At least that's what I picked for the town hall. It just kind of, it seems to fit this area because it's kind of like a grasslands area. And in order to get the town hall built, we have to get the builder built first, and the builder is going to require a bunch of resources, a lot of wood, stone, and that. Okay, so let me. Oh, another mine over here, or a cave. All right, so we're probably gonna box this in for at least right now, and I guess, in case people because the colonists, they will dig down, like they actually like will dig, and you know, it's part of like the build designs and whatnot that they will build. Oh, cool. Oh, look at this. Okay, awesome. Was that the only one? Oh no, cool. Actually, this saves a trip, because I know where there was other coal, because when we first started out, I was grabbing some stone, and we found some coal. But let me get this dug out, because I would like to get some torches, at least, in the... Is that it? Yeah, I think that's it. Okay. I'd like to get some torches, at least, start lighting up that cave system, but... they will build down, and actually, like, when I was the first time I was doing this, like... You know, the builder, he was just kind of doing his thing, and then all of a sudden he like disappeared. I'm like, where the heck did he go? And he fell into a cave, and he was just kind of standing there. So I would say that they're smarter than the average villager is, which, you know, the average villager doesn't really, you know, I'll be nice, you know, but the average villager in this game isn't very bright. They just kind of, you know, stand there. So these guys will do things on their own. And then, okay. And how much dirt do I have? Okay, so we still have... Oh, okay, we have a lot. Excellent. So let's run back to our crafting table. And we're going to make a bunch of torches. I'm going to try to light up that area just because, like, that's been spawning stuff left and right. I mean, that's going to be a good area to go exploring in, but, you know, I just don't want that to be a spawner. I'm just going to throw these in here. We only got 4 coal out of that. Alright, so let's run back over here. The other thing I can suggest right from the start, and I'm gonna rattle off a bunch of these things that I've learned in the next episode. But another thing that I learned is you are going to want to sleep at night, because uh-oh. Yep, see. Uh-oh. Not cool, bro. And also, well, yeah, you're going to want to sleep at night just because, like, these zombies and that will attack. They will attack your colonist, your citizens, and that. Oh, wow, this goes far down. Oh, is there more coal there? Alright, so let's be careful. Okay, so it's kind of a drop-off. Wow, there's a lot of coal over here. Alright, we kind of have this lit up, so that's good. I'm going to grab this because we really need coal. And you can actually have on here, there's a citizen who will mine for you, and it's pretty cool. I haven't gotten that far yet myself, but I've seen other videos of it, and it's actually really cool. Like they dig kind of like in a pattern going down, and they go like different layers all the way down. They'll come back with diamonds and stuff. Like it's really cool. I'll put a torch here. This is a huge coal vein. So like I said, the minute I saw this, I'm like, I want to do a series on this. I want to I really want to play this. It just seems so cool. And as I mentioned too, so you can, as far as I know, I haven't done it, like it is possible to do this as a I think it's a straight drop off, so I don't think anyone else is coming up here. Okay, so I think that's it. Can't complain though, because we got a good amount out of here. Alright, do we have this lit up enough? Put another torch over there. Alright, and I've been filling in this area over here, so... And some copper. We might grab that just because we don't have any copper. And I mean, I'm going to leave an entrance to that mine, but I just don't want things spawning and coming up and attacking. there. But if you haven't played with Forge before, Forge is it. So it kind of installs, like if you use Optifine, it starts a separate profile similar to that. And that, but it allows you to install mods. So there are some pretty cool ones. Because the other one I found that I really want to try is there's like an ultimate car mod, it's called, and then like essentially like you can operate vehicles in Minecraft, and it has a system where like you can get gas, like, you know, you can make gasoline, and that, so it's really cool. So I want to give that a shot. I have not done that yet, so I don't know. I guess for the time being I should put a torch over here, shouldn't I? But I think we stopped things from spawning because they were coming out of here left and right. And is it getting dark? Feels like it's getting a little bit more dark. I'm so used to playing with the shaders now that it's, yeah, I think we're coming to the end of the day. But yeah, so this is nice that this is kind of flat here. The other thing that we're going to have to do is I'm going to start taking some of this down. So something you're going to have to do with this too is like it's a lot of terraforming. A lot of terraforming. That's going to be a lot of, and especially at the beginning, because again we want to have a flat area. Okay. So yeah, so we're going to be doing a lot of that, and like I said, like I have to gather a lot of wood and stone too. I'm happy we got a lot of coal. 30, nice, 34. Alright, how much? And as I was saying, I think I might have got distracted by something, but yeah, so the supply ship too, so the reason you're going to want to build that, and again I explained it in the episode, is that it gives you access to the podium here, which you need to start your world, but also it gives you it gives you a lot of beginning supplies. So like you can see we have 29 bread, which I did not make myself, like we just started farming now, and you know, so it gives you supplies like that to get started, and we actually have like a couple bales of hay and a couple bales of kelp, like random stuff. You know, I think we got a flint and steel. Wow, more coal, awesome. And also I should say too, I don't know if I've said it, because I haven't done a lot with my YouTube channel. Usually I upload the VODs from the nerd server or from my other survival world. I do have the link if you type in, again, ! MineColonies, that'll bring that up. Okay, we don't want to dig straight down. Ooh. Ooh. Oh. 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 Oh, okay. Alright, we're about to be swimming in coal. Then I guess we'll take some copper. I think we got everything on it from under there. Alright, is this the rest from under here? Yeah. Okay. So I'll fill this back in. Alright, I'll just take that up so we have grass everywhere. I hate digging down. Okay. Well, actually, that would have been the one I just fall straight into a cave. We'll probably have to do some, because this is kind of like a hilly area over here. I haven't done a lot on my YouTube channel, but my link to it is in the description as well. So I do want to start doing a little bit more with it. I've kind of thought about streaming to both YouTube and Twitch at the same time, and that. But I also want to, you know, the series will be over on YouTube just because, like, it's also easier to record videos for some of the stuff. But then some of the more, you know, just kind of working on stuff will come. I think it's a little bit easier on stream because I'll have to do that anyways, like this. So my goal is to be able to clear this, have this kind of a flatter area. It doesn't have to be perfect, but have a flatter area and have a bunch of supplies so I can record the next episode and that, because it's got to be like a little bit one thing at a time. And like I said, I did put the seed on the first video for the world, if you want to use the same world, because like this is a pretty, it's a nice area. Like we have to do some terraforming, but again with 1.18, like you're not going to find any areas that are flat or you know, like just ready to go. Like that's, you know, the new terrain generation's just not going to allow that. So this is pretty close though. So I'm filling in that area. We'll leave a little bit of an area to get down to the actual cave, because again, that could be beneficial. That could be beneficial in the future, to go caving and whatnot. And we'll have to go mining independently, so I'll probably do that like a little ways away, so our colonists don't go down there. But the miner eventually will, you know, come back with some good stuff. There, I guess, is a good time to start continuing to fill this in, because there's nothing really of interest over here. It's just kind of like a, you know, there's like a little pond down here. But the other reason is because, yes, I know, like, I could just, you know, I mean, essentially put a layer or two. But if we want to do some building over here, because, like, some of these designs, they dig down. Like, they will dig down a little ways. I've seen it. Like I said, I've had the one that the villager just kind of fell. Straight down. He was fine. Like, he was cool after, but... you know, again, like a big drop off, like I don't know what happens to them if it's like a big drop off. So that's why, so if they're digging down, I'd rather them, at least for a little ways, have you know, have like more safe area to build under. Here, so that's why I'm just like, I'm spending the effort like flattening and essentially terraforming. We'll just leave. I guess we can take this up, even though this is really dark, so we do need to keep this lit up. So this is a bit of an undertaking, but I feel like, because again, we're likely to build under, or like where this is going to be, like we're going to want to build. Yeah, so let's just put that. I'll come back for that later. And again, I want it to be pretty flat to the top here. Alright, so I'll start digging across there. We're going to have to be careful. Whoa, whoa. Almost just walked right off there. I forgot I did that as like I did that as a layer to like kind of indicate where we need to be. And actually I can replace this out. Oh. Don't look up. Oh. Theoretically, I mean, I do have a sword, but you know, we could dig into the side, but you know, I don't know how many whacks with a stone sword it's going to take to kill him dead, so. But yeah, and actually, I should have, maybe in the other video, in that maybe I should post, the link, and maybe I'll just go back in, to the guide, because the guide is very helpful for getting started, should not stay on top. Oh, nice, okay. But be careful, though. But yeah, it seems like boring work, but this is something we have to do. So I already, like I said, I did plant crops already. So we're going to try to keep up with that as well. We do have to feed our people. That's another thing. Eventually, like, we can get people who will, you know, it's like kind of like a tavern that you can build that will feed the people. But, you know, for the time being, like, we're going to have to be able to make sure that we're growing food. And that, so we got to do all the normal things. So again, it's pretty much like a survival world in the fact that, like, you know, we got to take care of ourselves, but then we also, it's like we have kids that we have to take care of too. Alright, so let's run back. And that, so, you know, we're kind of a little ways up from the water, and there's not much land down there, so it's been kind of hard to do some farming. Okay. Alright, so let's keep digging for now. This is, I mean, this is the layer that we're going to have to be at, so even then I'm going to have to kind of pump these up. But I need to make sure that the immediate area around our town hall is built up for now. So in terms of the nerd server, like, again, like, I'm not, you know, I'm not stepping away from the nerd server. This is just something I want to do, like, in addition to the nerd server. You know, we're still going to be doing most of our streams. But I was, so I didn't stream on Fridays. I started streaming on Fridays a little bit. But right now, I think, like, what I might do is I might not stream on Fridays, because I think I'm going to take that as an opportunity to record new videos. For this, so I think my goal right now is to put out at least one new video a week, because this does take some work, and we'll probably dedicate a stream to it. So I might dedicate a Sunday evening stream to it. We'll see. It has happened that today I wanted to get it out, and today was the day that YouTube had completed rendering it, because it was in 4K. And actually, that just reminded me, I think I'm streaming it for... Oops. I just realized that. Oops. I forgot to change the settings. My bad. Hang on one sec. I'll be right back. So sorry, I'm trying to think. I may actually have to end the stream and restart the stream. I realized I was recording in 4K, but I forgot to change it back down to 1080p for purpose of the stream. Yeah, so actually what I might do really quick is I might actually just pop off and restart the stream here. So, okay, let me just pop off. I'll be right back on in a second here, just because this is, Alright, I think we're back right now, and I changed it back down to that, so sorry about that. Just making sure that we're back up here. Yeah, what I was doing was I forgot to change it back. And you saw the mobs. Damn, there's a lot of mobs there. Okay, so this should hopefully be better. I'll merge the other two when I do the VOD. Or I'll try to merge the other two anyways. So apologies for that. In case I was causing any kind of, okay, just making sure that we're back here. Okay, I was wondering because I'm just like, wait a second, I'm seeing like error messages pop up left and right. Alright, but welcome back in, everyone. Alright. But as I mentioned, you know, this is like the new series is over on my YouTube channel, so the link for that is in my bio. There, but I'm very excited. I'm very excited to add this in. So, as I mentioned, the nerd server will still be like, you know, we will be streaming from there and working from there primarily. This will just be another series because I really wanted to play this this mod pack, and I figured it'd be a cool time to, or it'd be cool to kind of do some videos on it. I haven't done much with videos before. And yes, so the series will also be in 4K, which is why I forgot to switch back on Streamlabs. Back to 1080p, because you know, on here I do have 4K capability, which is very nice. And actually, I do play in 4K. I just given that Twitch is not a fan of 4K yet. Go. I didn't hear any thunder. Alright, we'll have to replace this with dirt too. Because again, we kind of are digging into the side here. And another thing that we're going to have to do too, and I'm going to have to take a look, is also, you know, you're going to have, like, you want to plan and kind of lay out your town as well. So I'm not sure yet, you know, how we're going to plan it out. or how far over we're going to come. We're going to need some space. These are some pretty, like, these buildings, I'm telling you, and you can upgrade them and everything. So you start off, like, kind of, you know, at a lower, you know, you start off at a lower area, or like a lower level, like a level 1, and then you can, most buildings, I think, can go up to level 5. So, you know, it's like a, you know, whole thing of, like, upgrading your buildings. To get, like, increased capability in that. Because then you start off with, like, you know, for example, like, your builder can only use, like, wooden tools at the beginning, but then all of a sudden, you know, I mean, then they can use more advanced tools, and I'm thinking we should take this whole, like, this whole area down over here. The more flat land, the better. And I guess a good thing, this area is good, I guess, from the perspective of, you know, there's a coastline there, so we only have to worry about being, you know, on the back side. That's the, you know, the two sides, like the two sides here, which we'll have to defend, and then the back side are the areas that we'll have to worry about the most. But, you know, I guess they can't completely lay siege to us. From a defense perspective. Okay. I'm just taking this up because we're going to want... Oh, that was really dangerous. Never dig down or dig straight up. That is always very dangerous in this game. Alright, I'm not sure... That's trippy. And I think, too, from my perspective, this is one of the biggest terraforms I think I'm doing. Just because this is, like, a lot of material moving. A lot of, like, you know, taking down a lot of dirt hills and really, you know, moving it all over. So we're going to stay over here, though. I'll go drop the rest of the dirt down there. But I think it's starting to get dark. Or towards nighttime anyways, because I can kind of see over the horizon there. It's looking like it's... So we should probably go sleep in a second here. There we go. To be safe. That's the other thing that I can... you know, most of the time, like, I sleep, you know, at night on here. You know, I usually, unless we need, you know, mob drops or something like that, like, I usually just sleep the night away. And that I'd rather not, you know, deal with mobs if I don't have to. Aggressive mobs. But on here, especially, like, you know, until you can really provide a good defense, like, it is a really good idea to sleep at night, especially at the early parts, because, like, like I said, they will attack your citizens in that, and then you will have to defend them against, like, all these mobs in that. So you know, I tried it, and, like, they were literally, like, skeletons were chasing and shooting at, like, citizens in that. I tested it in my other, it was like kind of like a throwaway world that I was just curious about how this works. Alright, well, I guess I'll take the rest of this up over here then. Since we're almost at the edge here. And this doesn't have to be perfect right now, but I need enough of a flat area to get started. And part of it is I'm really making an effort to... What goes on here? Oh, interesting. Because you can see on the map there that, like, there's a lot of water around us. There's not a lot of land. Actually, there's kind of like an island or something of the sort. Okay. So we should have enough dirt to do some more filling in here. Alright, and I'll also just take... I'll take some more copper. Okay. A little bit of a glitch. For a second I'm like, what did we just open up? Just open up the end portal somehow. Alright, so we'll fill this back in. Okay. Alright, so I guess let's start filling in over here. So let's fill in this whole area. And technically, as you can see, like that, it does switch, so it kind of gives you like an understanding of what's underground, which is pretty cool. But you know, so it's switching, so I think it's still registering as being underground. I also just don't want things spawning under where civilization is, to the extent that we can stop it from happening. There, so... Alright, we should have... Yeah, we have a lot more. Been doing a lot of digging. I also decided to limit because I think we'll probably do a path down from somewhere over this way too. Here. And this isn't the only area. There's, you know, we have some... This is the biggest area, I think. But we're also going to have to... Off to that side, too, because the lane kind of goes down. So, I mean, this doesn't need to be even, like... We want it to be even to an extent. I don't know why I just... you know, we need it to be even to an extent. But it doesn't have to be like perfectly even everywhere. But where you want to build, again, you do have to have flat land. Like it's just it's not going to let you, and it's going to say like it's like an error and everything if you try to build on land that is uneven. Alright, I'm starting to get a little dark there. And let's get this one done. And again, welcome in everyone. Very happy to have everyone here. Hope you had a great weekend. You know, we're working on our new MineColonies world right now. I guess let's just finish filling this in if we can. Actually, I probably didn't even have to go up that high, but if we... And like I said, I'm being thorough with this just because, again, I just don't want anything, like, spawning. Alright, so I guess what we'll do is we'll just... I don't want anything spawning under here, and also because, again, some of these builds, depending where we go, they're going to build down. Alright, so put a torch there for now. Let me see if I can just to clear this up for now. You know, some of our builds will involve building down, so I just don't want them to, you know, I'm afraid if I just put a layer or two that they're going to dig even further down, and all of a sudden they're going to fall and, like, die. There is a morale system as well, so if, like, people are dying, you know, like, they are not happy about that. So, and generally we just don't want to lose people, you know, our citizens. Can I get this one last one? Awesome, I can. Alright, and I can see that the sun's getting ready to set. Yeah, because we're also going to have to... I probably should have placed it further over, but I was doing it during the episode. But, yeah, so we're going to kind of have to... we're going to have to fill this out a little bit, too. Over time. And let's see, I feel like, is there something big down here? No. So stuff like that we're going to have to fill in. Really quick. Before we run out of time. We're on the day here. Okay, let's run back. The last thing I need right now is for things to spawn and blow up at me while we're, like, doing all this digging. There. There. Okay. I'm kind of glad. So, you know, I kind of talk about it a little bit on the episode, but you actually do not need you actually do not need to do a ship. You can do a supply camp if you so choose, and you know, most of the time a ship needs to be like in an ocean. It's very picky about, you know, there can be literally nothing underneath it. And, you know, so it's a little bit of a harder thing to do. But the supply camp will work well, too. which it gives you all the same, pretty much like similar supplies. And that I don't think that one has an advantage over the other, at least not that I've noticed. I think it's still too high. Alright, so we'll run down there. Good. I'm glad nothing else is spawning down there. Okay, so I guess we're going to have to fill this out too. So much to do. All right. Because we're not going to click on it and do it during here because I want to do it on the episode. Oh, nope, all the dirt. And again, at this point, I don't know how far back I'm going to go. Here, I mean, presumably, like I said, we're going to want to have as much space as we can. Here, yay, more coal. I think it's from the nerd server, like, you know, I've been having a lot of issues with coal, so, like, well, it's gotten better, but I've been having a lot of issues with iron and coal, so I'm happy whenever I find any. It's like a giant relief. More coal. Yay! Got to make another pickaxe too. I think we're kind of low. And even, you know, they gave a fresh set, like on the ship, like it was nice because, you know, I made some stone tools, you know, almost right away. But they had a fresh set of all stone tools on the ship. And that, so it's very handy for getting started. So it's not just for the, I think we gotta dig, yeah. So it's not just to get the podium. And then you can see this little tool. This is the build tool, which, you know, essentially you're going to be using that for placing a lot of your buildings. You don't need so for the ship. You know, I kind of had a brain freeze and I was like kind of using it for the ship a little bit, but it said like, you know, like, no, you can't do that. How dare you? And, you know, you have to start a colony first. So technically we can't use it just yet, but it's easy enough to make. You know, you just have to kind of in your crafting table on the top right, put a stone, you know, stone block, and then, you know, heading down from there, you know, in the center of it, you'll put a stone, or I'm sorry, a stick, and then in the bottom left, you'll put a stick too. I'm guessing we have to be coming out on the other side, right? One would think. Oh, I don't know if I had to go down that far. Oh, was I digging down too far? I was at the end, okay. Oops. And the reason, I mean, I probably would have placed a town hall a little bit further over, but I don't think we can move that thing. I think that's kind of the center of our town, but that's okay. Like I said, we'll make it work. This is the correct level. Yes. Okay. Oops. But like I said, it doesn't seem that difficult to do. Oh, do I have another one? Yeah, I do. That's the fresh set that we got from the ship. I'm gonna save the stone shovel. I know I'm just going by hand, but I don't want to burn through like resources right now. Alright, so we're actually going to dig down one more, which is good because we're going to need stone anyways. It's actually, let me just go across here. I'm loving this, how much coal there is over here. Because we're also going to want to really make sure to light this area up. Wow, look at all this coal. We're going to have like 100 levels just from getting like all the coal in this area. Alright, what I might do is just, I'll probably just put a torch down here, because we're probably going to dig this out at some point anyway, so just so nothing spawns, but also, you know, right now it's not really worth, filling this back up yet until we know. So I guess we'll just do this. And then this side obviously we'll leave, because we're going to be digging through this anyways. I think I was like level 1 at the beginning, you know, but this is how much XP we've been getting from the coal. Did I leave an open space? I did. Even though that wouldn't matter much. Nothing's going to spawn in a 1x1 area, at least that I'm aware of. Okay. And the sun's going to be setting, so... So yeah, so this is definitely a lot of work to do. You know, this is really, we're playing for like the long game here. And like I said, I've learned about like starting too soon, which, you know, again, you don't have to like do all this at the beginning, but I would recommend, you know, making sure that like, you know, initially, what are we doing here? They're taking a long time to grow. You know, especially at the beginning, I recommend, you know, taking some time to gather all the resources. Okay. Alright, I'm supposed to keep taking this down. How much shirt do I have? Oh, okay, we need a lot still. Or we need a lot more. But I'm just thinking that, like, it's easier probably to do a lot of the legwork before we get started versus, you know, like we're kind of scrambling when we get started in that to gather the resources that they need, and that way they could start building stuff. Because again, you know, when you think about it, they also have to have a place to live, which again, like, they can live in like a tavern. They can live in a tavern and that, but again, like, in order to get to that point, like, we do need you know, we do need to have, like, you know, the builder in place, and we need to have a town hall. We need to have some supplies, stuff for them to eat. That's why I'm making the push. I at least like to get a lot of this back area filled out, but then I think also we need to also expand it out a little ways this way. I'm not going to be so concerned over here, and that, because like that is mostly flat land, so if anything, like, we'll just have to clear it out, but maybe we'll have like the village down there be a little bit lower, or like part of this that'll just be a little bit lower. But obviously, like, this land over here is very you know, choppy. Because again, it doesn't all, like, you know, you need area to build, you know, to build buildings. Like, that buildings have to be on flat land, but you know what I mean, like, it doesn't have to be that the whole area is flat. It's like, I might expand it out just so we can have like a layer around the town hall. Ah, so we're starting to come to the area I was digging up. So yeah, so it'll be a lot of that, but I think like in the back half back there, because I you know, like we're doing terraforming now, but like I said, like the whole, I don't think it has to all be up to this level. I might go out and make a little bit, and make it a little bit higher, just in there around the city hall. And that, but then my other thought too is with cars is you know, I want to be able to like have a car and see how that goes there. But again, like, that's going to be, I think, a little bit of a challenge to go, you know, up and down. And I'm not even sure. I've seen the pack briefly, but I haven't done it myself yet, so I have no idea. But that's not, because I can build in front for now, but I just wanted to carve out some area back here to give some more space. And it's not to say that, you know, you're always going to be like, you can't run away. Like, my understanding too is that these, you know, the colonists and that, from the limited experience I've had, like, they can be like somewhat self-sufficient, but again, like, especially early on, like, you know, you're going to have to kind of baby them. They need to be handheld and that, and it's raining. But the other cool thing is, if you wanted to do a multiplayer thing, you could essentially, you know, you can have competing towns and have, like, there is alliance systems in here. So again, like, you could be allies with people, you could be rivals with people. I think you can even attack other people if you would like. So I think that's pretty cool, too. Excuse me. But the, you know, I like this. I think it's cool. I really like city builder games outside of Minecraft, too. So, like, when I saw this, I'm like, wow, like, this is really cool. Because essentially you can build it. It's like the ultimate, to an extent, like the ultimate city builder. You know, obviously, like, you know, you're not going to have, like, a massive, you know, like, you know, we're not going to progress where all of a sudden, you know, we're building nukes and that. And like, you know, we're building hydroelectric dams and that, and, you know, F-35s, but we're, you know, it's still pretty cool. How are you looking on daytime? I think we're still okay. But I'm also curious because I do want to see how big we can actually get this. You know, as well, how many people we could fit into here. You know, it doesn't feel like it needs, like, it doesn't feel like it takes up a lot of resources. Like, I don't know. It seems to be running fine on mine. You know, my computer's usually a little bit louder because I have shaders on in the background, and that it's a little bit louder when I was recording in 4K before. And again, apologies for that earlier on in the stream. I forgot to change the setting on Streamlabs, and I had to quickly end to get back in because it won't let you change it midstream. But I thought it would be pretty cool to do in 4K because normally that's how I'm playing right now. I'm actually playing in 4K, but I'm downscaling it to 1080p for the stream. I think we're okay for now. But again, I hope all of you had a great weekend. You know, if you did anything fun, feel free to drop it into the chat. I know for me, it was like a relaxing weekend. It was actually pretty miserable outside yesterday. It was like very windy and blowing, like a little bit of new snow and existing snow was blowing around. It's like that kind of blowing thing that is just, you know, it hits you in the face and you're like, this sucks. And that, but it's, you know, we're officially heading into March, though, after tomorrow, so that's exciting. And then we're getting closer to the spring. I myself, I don't mind winter. I don't do a lot of, I don't do like any, actually I don't do like any winter, like sport type things, so like you know, I don't dislike it, but it's not my favorite. You know, I think my favorite season is the fall. But I'm excited. It's been, you know, I think we ended up paying for it because it was a very abnormally warm November and December, where it was like 60 degrees at one point, I think, in December, which is not good. But all right, so let's see. We're probably gonna have to make more picks. If I would have to guess. And I'll have to sleep anyways in a second. Yeah, we'll run back in a second. Oh, okay. Good enough. We'll run back now then. It's gonna get dark anyways. Excellent. So we made some big progress on that so far. How much dirt do we have? We have a lot, so we can do a little bit more filling in the new day. Here, I also have to carve out some more. Okay, let me make another pick. Fortunately, we're going to be using stone tools for a little while. Oh, my head is sticks. Alright, we'll just make the one for now. I guess we didn't dig too much with the stone under the ground. I'll have to determine where we're going to put the builder's hut, because again, like I said, the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to, you know, the next episode we're going to put down the city hall, but then we got to build the builder right away. Hey there, Super Somenga. I'm sorry if I said that wrong. It's a little bit small on my monitor here, but welcome in. Happy to have you here. Hope you're doing well. So we'll take this up and we'll put another layer of dirt down, and then we'll do some more filling over in the cave area. I didn't think of that, but like I don't know how much digging down they're gonna actually have to do over here, so I'm sure it'll be fine. And again, from my understanding and from what I've seen, they actually do, like, they use tools. So the one guy, I remember the one guy was complaining at me because, like, we ran out of shovels, and he was like, you know, essentially he was like, how am I going to do this with a shovel? I'm like, okay, I'm fine. Like, they're self-sufficient on their own, but then when they want something, it's just like they, you know, that is like the upper extent of like what they do. Like, they just kind of stand there, then like, okay, if I don't have a shovel, like, that's it. But I think you can actually, I think there are like toolsmiths or something of the sort, like where they can, you know, they can produce the materials that are needed. But a lot of what's done too is like you're gathering a lot of resources, which at the end of the day, like, we're the mayor, so I don't know why it falls on us to do so, but I guess to be the mayor of the people, we will have to do that. Okay, that's filled in. How much dirt do we have left? We have a lot. Okay. Alright, so let's, actually, let's do a little bit more over here first. So I think we have to... I'm going to take up some... Do I have any room for the flowers? Let me get rid of the... what I was trying to do. Let me get rid of the 9 first. Okay, there we go. I don't want them to go to waste. So again, there is going to be a radius around the town hall, which I think we might be getting okay on the back end of it. I do want to fill that in because I want the ability to build behind the town hall, but also for the fact that I'm afraid that, like, they're just going to go wandering back there and fall into that giant hole. Which they are actually, you know, on that note too, they're pretty good at pathfinding. I've noticed when I say the, you know, it's the citizens, they're pretty good at pathfinding out, because I know, like, when I saw the one guy, I wanted to see what would happen, so I just kind of, you know, I placed down like a little dirt pathway, like a staircase, and he found his way back up. Like, he did path back pretty well. You know, so I was pretty impressed with that. so I didn't have to like stand there and essentially babysit them or hold his hand. You know, push him up the hill. You know, like with the villagers. It's like the most annoying thing to me is like transporting any type of villagers. Which in the past, you know what I mean? I think that's been the biggest thing for like why I myself haven't done much with like mob, like, you know, general mob, like iron farms or, well, mostly iron farms, I should say, not mob farms, but iron farms was because, again, it's so annoying transporting the villagers around. Like, I know you can use boats and everything, which makes it a little bit easier, but like they, you know, they are not very good at following direction. Oh, can I get down that far? We're actually going to need a little bit of a bigger radius over here, so maybe I should spend a little bit more time filling this in. Because I think it'll have to come out. So let's see, we do have a pretty flat area down here though, so maybe like I'll do stairs down or something like that. We'll see what we're going to do, because at least for the town hall, it's got to come back to here. And I guess like we could always do like an upper and then like a lower part of the town over here. But we got to come out a few more, like a few more. So let me just fill this in. Oh, this is it. Okay. It takes so much time to gather like as much as that we need here. Man, I'm really hoping I can get the... This is going to take a bunch more work. I'm almost wondering if I should do another stream, like on this week. Normally we stream Monday, Wednesday, or I'm sorry, Sunday evening, Monday evening, and Wednesday evening, and sometimes Friday. I'm almost wondering to be able to get the episode out on time. Yeah, because we're gonna need a sizable amount over here. So I'm thinking to the edge of that though should be okay. That should be wide enough for now. Because again, we can modify this as need be, but we'll have enough room back here, and I think we're about to have enough room. I think back this way I might have to fill. Maybe I'll try to fill this in a little bit more. It does get bigger though, like when you start upgrading. You know, so that, like a word of caution, you know, if you start upgrading the, your buildings and that, like, you do need to leave some space for that as well, so that's something we're going to have to factor in. You know, that we will need to, It's getting dark already. Wow. Yep. So much for that. Alright, so I'll go sleep in just a second here. I don't really get any dirt. Yeah, so I'll have to spend a little bit more time getting that ready, because right now I'm essentially just moving the dirt from over here, because and this doesn't need to be immediate that we're doing this right away. Okay. That's right, let's drop some stuff. What else can we dump? We'll put the seeds in here for now. Also put these in here for now. Wow, we got a lot of copper. Do I have any feathers? Nope. More flowers. And I guess we'll start stacking some cobblestone. And wow, we have a stack of coal. I'm actually going to drop the rest of the coal in there. Alright. We're going to need another chest soon. Alright, there we go. Alright, let's eat. We're tooled back up. Take down some more dirt. And this is even the mention, like all the wood that we need to gather too. Yeah, I'm gonna be chopping down a lot of trees and replanting. So maybe we'll actually do another stream on this tomorrow, because I'm not gonna be able to get all this done tonight. I'm gonna need to build a second chest because we're gonna have to, which is good because you know why too. We're gonna need stone, so at least cobblestone. So this is good too that we're kind of doing both at the same time. That we're getting dirt to terraform and that we're getting a lot of cobblestone. Oh, oops. Alright, I guess we'll stay down here. It was only a matter of time before that happened. Yeah, there's a lot of work. I wasn't sure if I wanted to add another series because this is going to take a lot of work, and also there's a lot more to do on the nerd server. And then we have a lot more building to do on there. I mean, we finished our house the very last stream that we did, which was on Wednesday. But we still have a lot to do. There we go. Alright, Alright, so let's start this way. Let's start taking up some of the stone down here. Yeah, so we're definitely, you know, I was thinking about that before, because I'm like, oh, we're going to have to get stone, but I guess we're all set. You know, we're not going to need any when I'm done with this. To get any for the time being anyways. And I guess too, if they, you know, if we end up building over here and they start, like, they could use a pickaxe to dig through the stone themselves. Because I'm hoping that'll be the aim for my next episode will be to get the builders building built and get the, you know, start with the town hall a little bit. But there are a lot of cool Forge mods. You know, I haven't really done... I actually, up until this point, you know, when I started doing MineColonies, I hadn't really heard of Forge before. You know, with the mods and everything. But the mods have been, like, very cool. They have, like, a lot of different ones. Like, the one that I'm excited to see, and I have to see how it's implemented on here, is... you know, I went over some of the other ones, because there are a few basic ones that are needed to actually make MineColonies run. But the other thing is that they also have other ones, like you can operate cars and whatnot, which is, I think, really cool. We'll see how this ends up going. But the other thing too is they have a seasons pack that essentially, like, you know, it brings like winter and other seasons, like it brings like winter and that to like areas that there would not normally be winter. So like we'll have to see if we might actually get snow here, but it's also going to impact the growing seasons and that as well. So I don't know. I haven't messed around with it a lot, so I don't know if like I don't know how it's implemented. So we just gotta. Yep. There's some copper in there too. So that's going to be interesting to see how that develops, because I'm guessing we started in spring, but I haven't seen, like, I don't think anyways, I haven't seen, as you can see on there, it says, you know, wheat seed, summer and autumn, that they grow best in. You know, I think that because I see them that they're growing very slowly over there, but I think canola seeds might be different as well. So it's going to be interesting to see, you know, if we end up getting snow here, and if we have to start really, you know, making sure that, for example, like we stay on top of, you know, like farming in the summer, and that, you know, like if we're struggling to find food in the fall, like that's going to be interesting, like an interesting thing to have to, like, resource manage. Alright, so let's be careful over here for that reason. I don't want to build an overhang, because then, like, it's just gonna... We have torches down here now. But I just don't want to have it, you know, any overhang where things can seek refuge. So we'll go like that for now. Actually, I think we could just take that up now. Or we will put that back just for... make sure nothing spawns under there. I think we're definitely going to have to make another... we should probably make another chest to make that a double chest so I can put a bunch of stuff in there. Nope, let's get this last one and then let's run and sleep. I'm trying to conserve torches. I mean, we have a lot of coal, luckily, but... Alright, let's make another chest. There we go. So that way I could stick these other ones in. Oh, I got some stone. So that's something a little bit new. We'll keep the dirt on us for now. We can combine those. Is there anything else I can get rid of for now? I guess we can put the extra hoe in here. I should probably just... maybe let's just try to get rid of this wooden pickaxe too. That's not going to do us any good. Anyway, so let's just try to get rid of it. Not even worth saving. There. All right. All right, we'll need a stack of dirt though. Put that up there for now. Alright, how much dirt do we have? I guess we could throw a little bit more down. On the edge over here. Also, I hope the regular raiders don't come through anytime soon because I don't have a structure. I don't really have anything. Nope, I probably should have just left that. There. Because if the regular raiders come through here, I think we're going to be in a little bit of trouble. We'll just have to run for now. Alright, we may have it. We might be okay though once we expand out to here. So the thing too is because when you... So it doesn't have to be cured right away, but I'm just doing it now just to try to make things a little bit easier. When we start off, you know, with the town hall, so it doesn't pop up instantly. It needs to be built, but the thing is, it needs to be built on, you know, on land that is you know, like the land when it's built will have to be in compliance with where we need it to be. So it drops up like almost like construction, you know, like a guardrail, construction guardrail. So I think we will end up doing a lower part to our town. So like we'll have like a lower quarter down there, because that land looks actually really flat there. So I don't want to have to like take the whole thing up. So pick an area. It's maybe directly behind the town hall. Actually, I see another cave going into there. There we go. But yeah, I think this will probably be okay for now. We'll want to bring a few more layers out because we'll want to leave enough room to expand our town hall. See if we can knock these few down. Good. All right. Oh, I knew they were coming soon. I just had a feeling because like it's been a couple days now. Usually they show up. They're all like on guard. I knew they were gonna come sometime soon. So that's actually, this is good to know though, that like we're gonna have this problem to deal with too in our town. What's going on over here? Well, this is rather interesting. Okay, we should probably keep that lit up for now. Let's also not get trapped down here, because if they come... Oh, a lot of things are trying to kill us on the surface right now. Alright. Let's go exploring a little bit while they're here. Another cave over here too. Or is it just a little... Oh. So actually I haven't really taken a look. I guess let's see. Whoa. Want to be careful of that. So there's a lot of flat land down there. I'm happy with the location that we chose though. Just cause you know, it's right near the water and that, and like I said, we're gonna be doing a lot of... Why is this so lit up down here? There's some coal down there too. Alright, so this is good. All these trees we planted are coming in nicely. And another big cave. Wow. There's a lot of caves over here. I have to make more torches because I need to make sure that we're lighting up the area and that. So let's see, did that? Nope. Bro's checking on me. Alright, I don't even know if we're going to be safe enough to sleep over here. So I might have to just take this with us. Let's go for a little run. Alright, so our potatoes and carrots are coming in nicely. So let's take a look and see what's over here. We came over here briefly because I got to that island. We could build a lighthouse on there eventually. That'd be cool. Let's see what surrounds us. So we do have a lot of access to resources. And there was an area over here originally that we were going to build when we first spawned in. Now, are those clay blocks? What are those? I've seen these. Or is that ice? Oh, interesting. Maybe from the seasons change that it's like it's kind of forming ice on the coast. Oh, we actually don't have any sugarcane yet. Let me pick this up and take this back with us. Yeah, I haven't even started on like sugarcane production yet. Granted, we haven't been like that close to water. Interesting, so some ice is forming on the shore. Alright, so let's take a look over this way. This is good though, we're gonna have a lot of access to sand over here. We'll probably end up just sleeping over here tonight. Let's be careful so we don't cave anything in. So another ocean over here too. Well, it's still part of the same ocean, I guess, looking at the map. So we can have like a nice little port city. And actually, these are the first cows I've seen, so I guess we'll take note that we're going to have to come all the way over here. And there's a birch forest there, too. And I'm going to come and I'm actually just going to take these. Alright, and we'll run back. We'll see, hopefully they're gone. We'll see. But actually this was productive, because now we know. Because that's going to be the other thing too, is, and I might actually have to start that pretty soon too. We need to also get like an animal, like some animal farms going. Because on here you can have like they do have like farms as well. So like they, you know, they do grow sandstone. You can have like farmers on here. Which is pretty cool. So we'll have to designate like a farming area. Alright, so let's see if they left our home alone. Oh, are they up on the hill? What is that up there? Oh no, it's just a donkey. Alright, hopefully they're gone. Alright, let's take the high ground. Or did they fall into the pit of death? Nope, I think they just despawned. Okay, good. I think they're just gone. Good, good. We're not in a position to battle them just yet. What do I have? Literally only 7 dirt, because I think we got started just before they did that. So actually, this is a lot of flat land down here, so this is really good. I like that we're up a little bit, though. You know, we're up a little bit. Oh, before we accidentally look at him. And that, so, but yeah, I think we're gonna end up leaving it here for today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I think we're actually gonna do more work on this tomorrow, because like, I mean, we got a lot done today, but you know, there's still a lot more I think I have to do, and you know, to be able to get ready for the next episode. So we got to finish filling this in here. I think we got to at least get this filled in here, and then honestly, we might just have to leave this like this, and then like I said, because I might end up just like, you know, start gathering wood, because we're gonna need a lot more wood. And actually, I guess really quick before we call it a day, let's run over to the coast. So I think we're actually gonna start building out this way in front of our town hall first. We might actually have to raise this up a little bit too. What's over here? Coal, and then, okay. Yeah, so we're actually gonna have to do a little bit more digging, because we're, it's interesting that there's like ice forming on there. It's just like in certain areas, and I think it's, oh, is it still? Alright, so for now, until we can get a farm going. I'll probably just end up knocking this into the sea after we're... There we go, we just fall. Oh, slippery. Alright. Yeah, so we'll just leave the leftovers here. Oh. Tricky. Alright, but we'll keep working at taking that down. Actually, there's a lot left on there, but I think we'll keep doing that next time. I'm also going to start gathering some wood, so we'll probably start off by gathering some wood, because we're going to need a lot of that, and that way I can keep replanting trees and knocking it down, and we'll have a good wood source over here too. So I'm going to start probably clearing out some area down here as well. I know he's trying to make me look at him. Uh-oh. I think the bro he really wants to throw down. He's like, okay, no. But yeah, so we'll start clearing this out as well. There, he's like really... He's an aggressive Enderman. He's gone finally. There. Alright, but yeah, so... Alright, from this point on... Oh, there he is. I'm kind of tempted just to throw down with him really quick. Watch, he'll disappear right as we... So what, is he like afraid of me now? Hey, bruh. Okay. We done playing games, I guess. Okay. Whatever. I was actually going to throw down with him, but okay. That's the best way to do it, is you just dig into there, because again, they hit really hard. So, but again, we're going to leave it here for today. We're going to leave it here for today, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Again, episode 1 of our new MineColonies series is available over on my YouTube channel. So if you're not following me on YouTube, you know, if you're interested in this series, please consider doing so. That way you always get notifications when I upload here. I'm also going to put all these streams up on VOD on YouTube as well. If you're not following on Twitch, please consider doing so. That way you, you know, if you follow, you will get 500 nerd coins just for following, and those nerd coins can actually be used to gain access to the server if you have 5,000. So we're not taking a step away from the nerd server. I'm just adding this series in. We'll still be doing a lot with the actual server itself, but I was kind of interested in starting this series as well. So we'll be doing this, you know, probably at least one stream a week, and we'll be doing the other streams on the nerd server and whatnot. But again, I really appreciate you guys. Again, on the way out, you know, if you're not following, please consider following. And then we also have a Discord. The link to that is in the description as well. And yeah, also on Twitter as well, where I post updates and that too. So thank you so much, guys. We'll be back tomorrow evening with another stream over here in our new MineColonies world. We'll be doing some more clearing out and more terraforming and getting ready for the next episode, which I'm hoping to film later in the week. And that, so thank you so much, guys. Hope you guys have a great rest of your evening, and we'll see you soon. Take care. Bye for now.